Before the first light reaches the forest floor, something is already moving. A long body slides silently through the bamboo. Then it stops. The head rises. The hood begins to spread. Only a few meters away, another snake disappears beneath the dead leaves. For most predators, this would be a hunt. For a king cobra, it is something more. This forest contains prey, rivals, and soon, a nest that must survive long enough for a new generation to emerge. But in the tangled darkness of the bamboo, survival is never guaranteed. The king cobra is one of the most formidable snakes on Earth. It can reach extraordinary lengths, and unlike most venomous snakes, much of its diet consists of other snakes. That specialization has shaped almost everything about the way it lives. Its world is built from scent, vibration, patience, and sudden violence. Deep in the tropical forest, the ground is covered by layers of fallen bamboo leaves. Moisture clings to the soil. Thin shafts of sunlight break through the canopy, illuminating patches of brown and green before disappearing again as the forest canopy shifts above. Somewhere beneath that cover, a banded kite moves through the debris. Its black and yellow pattern flashes between the leaves. It does not know that another predator is following its trail. The king cobra does not need to see its prey immediately. Its forked tongue samples the air and the vegetation, collecting chemical traces and transferring them to specialized organs inside the mouth. Every movement of the tongue provides information. The trail becomes stronger. The cobra advances. Its head remains low as the body moves forward in slow, controlled waves. Then the kite stops. For a moment, the forest seems completely still. The king cobra raises its head. The distance closes. And when the opportunity comes, the attack is sudden. A strike. A rapid withdrawal. The prey twists beneath the leaves. But the encounter is already decided. For the king cobra, hunting other snakes is not an occasional opportunity. It is a way of life. But the forest has another challenge waiting. The breeding season has arrived. And this time, the competition will not be between predator and prey. It will be between two males seeking access to the same female. A female king cobra moves through the bamboo, leaving chemical signals behind her. Her scent spreads through the surrounding vegetation. Males searching for a mate can follow these signals through the forest. Eventually, two males arrive. They are different in appearance, but their objective is the same. Neither can simply claim the female without challenge. The rivals approach one another. Their bodies become rigid. The front sections rise from the ground. Then the contest begins. Their long bodies twist around each other as each male attempts to overpower the other. They push. They brace. They redirect their weight. But there is no immediate attempt to bite. This is not a battle of venom. It is a contest of strength and endurance. One male tries to force the other downward. The second resists, shifting his body and searching for leverage against the forest floor. The leaves scatter beneath them. Their coils tighten. The struggle continues. For the weaker male, every second becomes more costly. Eventually, one body begins to sink. The rival forces him lower. The contest is over. The defeated male retreats into the bamboo. The victor remains. For now, he has earned the opportunity to approach the female. But mating is only the beginning of the story. For the female, the greater challenge is still ahead. Soon, she begins searching for a suitable nesting site. This is one of the most remarkable behaviors associated with the king cobra. Rather than simply depositing her eggs in an existing hole or leaving them beneath a random patch of vegetation, she gathers material from the forest floor. Dry leaves, bamboo fragments, small twigs. Piece by piece, the material is pushed and pulled into a mound. The nest slowly takes shape. It is not a simple pile. It is a carefully assembled mass of vegetation that hides what lies within. The female works her way into the center. There, protected beneath layers of leaves, she deposits her eggs. Then she covers them. More vegetation is dragged over the mound until the eggs are concealed from the open forest. From above, there is little to reveal what lies beneath. No obvious entrance. No exposed chamber. Only a mound of dead vegetation sitting quietly on the forest floor. But something valuable is hidden inside. New life. The female remains close. Her body rests over the nest mound rather than directly on the eggs. She does not need to see every potential threat. The forest itself provides the warning system. A disturbance in the leaves. A vibration traveling through the ground. An unfamiliar movement nearby. Any of these can bring her attention instantly toward the source. For weeks, she remains associated with the nest. Around her, the tropical forest continues its endless cycle. Rain darkens the leaves. Humidity settles into the vegetation. Insects move through the debris. Birds call from the canopy. Small mammals pass nearby. And beneath the mound, the eggs remain hidden. But the nest is not invulnerable. The same forest that provides the material for protection also contains animals capable of finding hidden food. A careless disturbance could expose the eggs. A predator could tear through the vegetation. Heavy rain could alter the structure of the mound. Temperature and moisture must remain within conditions that allow development to continue. The female cannot control all of these forces. She can only remain close and respond to danger when it appears. Then, slowly, the waiting period approaches its end. Inside the nest, something changes. The eggs that have remained motionless for weeks are no longer silent. Tiny movements begin. The embryos are nearing the moment when the outside world will become their only home. Then one shell gives way. A narrow fracture appears. The opening widens. A tiny head pushes through. The first hatchling emerges into the dark interior of the nest. Its tongue flicks rapidly. It has entered a world filled with unfamiliar scents. Other eggs begin to break. Another hatchling appears. Then another. Soon, the mound contains dozens of small movements. The nest that once seemed lifeless has become a crowded chamber of newborn snakes. But the young king cobras face a difficult problem. There is no simple doorway waiting for them. The nest is buried beneath layers of leaves. To reach the forest floor, each hatchling must force its way upward. Small bodies push through the compacted vegetation. Leaves shift. Twigs roll aside. The mound begins to open. One hatchling finally reaches the surface. For the first time, it encounters direct daylight. There is no familiar territory. No established hunting route. No parent teaching it where to go. The protection of the nest has ended. Now survival depends entirely on the individual. The young cobra moves into the surrounding vegetation. It is small compared with an adult, but the instincts that will define its future are already present. Its tongue searches the air. Its head moves from side to side. Every scent is information. Every vibration could signal danger. And almost immediately, the young snake faces the problem that defines every predator's life. It must find food. A small creature moves beneath the leaves. The hatchling follows. Its body freezes. The prey shifts again. The cobra strikes. But the attempt fails. The prey disappears into the debris before the young snake can secure it. For a moment, the hatchling remains motionless. Then its tongue begins to flick again. The scent trail has not completely vanished. It follows. The search continues. Another opportunity appears. This time, the distance is shorter. The young cobra strikes again. The prey is caught. Its first successful meal is not the end of its struggle. It is the beginning. Because the forest does not become safer, simply because the hatchling has learned to hunt. There are larger snakes, birds searching the ground, mammals moving through the undergrowth, other predators that could turn a young cobra into prey. Even its own kind cannot remain dependent on the nest. Every hatchling must eventually separate and establish its own path. Over the following months, the young snake grows. Its body becomes longer. Its movements become more controlled. Its ability to locate prey improves. And like other snakes, it periodically sheds the old outer layer of its skin as the body develops. The transformation is gradual. There is no single moment when the young cobra becomes an experienced predator. Instead, every successful hunt adds to its ability to survive. Every failed strike teaches the same unforgiving lesson. The forest rewards precision and punishes mistakes. As the seasons change, the bamboo continues to grow around it. Old leaves fall. New shoots rise. Rain reshapes the ground. Paths disappear. Others form. The young king cobra moves farther from the place where it began. Its world expands beyond the nest that once protected it. Eventually, it becomes just another hidden shape among thousands of shadows. Then, one morning, mist hangs low between the bamboo stems. The forest floor is cool and damp. The young cobra pauses at the edge of a narrow opening between the plants. Its head rises slightly. The tongue flicks through the morning air. There are countless scents ahead. Prey, predators, other snakes, and territory it has never explored. The cobra begins to move, slowly at first, then with greater confidence. Its body disappears between the stems until only a faint movement remains among the leaves. Then even that is gone. The nest is empty now. The eggs are gone. The mother has completed her part. The hatchlings have entered a world that offers no guarantees. This is the reality of survival in the wild. Protection has a limit. Strength has a limit. Even venom has a limit. What matters is the ability to adapt when those limits are reached. The king cobra's story is not simply about a dangerous snake. It is about a cycle that begins long before a hatchling ever sees the forest, and continues long after the nest has disappeared beneath new layers of leaves. A female builds a hidden refuge. She guards it through weeks of uncertainty. Then she leaves before the young emerge, and the next generation takes its first steps into an unforgiving world. From that moment forward, there is no protection, only instinct. The forest does not promise survival to the strongest. It gives an opportunity to those capable of responding to change, avoiding danger, finding food, and enduring another day. And somewhere beneath the bamboo canopy, another young king cobra is already moving through the shadows. Its journey has only begun. One day, it may become a hunter capable of dominating the same forest. One day, it may face rivals of its own. And one day, perhaps, it will build a nest from the fallen leaves beneath its body and begin the cycle again. Because in the deepest forests, life rarely announces its victories. It simply continues, quietly, relentlessly, one generation disappearing into the shadows as the next emerges from them.